What's up, guys? We did Speak So once again. If you guys a 5-minute lore video, like a 5-minute lore, episode 24, Bromance Part 1. I mean, don't know exactly what I'm going to be walking into here, but if I know anything about Old Man, it's going to be something absolutely batshit crazy. So I'll just kind of keep on my mind here and just see where this leads. But if you guys check out the original video, which I always highly encourage, be in the description. And if you guys enjoy my content, if you guys want reactions, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get to it.
5-ish Minute Lore proudly presents Disaster Piece Production.
Oh, those pedals, man.
5-ish Minute Lore proudly presents a Disaster Piece Production. The Bromance of Dantioch and Pollux. Act 1. Barabas Dantioch.
Two legions alike in victory,
Dude.
in fair Imperium, were both specialized in siege. From brotherly grudge, break to new mutiny, where civil blood turns civil hands heresy. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed bros.
Bruh.
General Medicaid warning. The views expressed in 5-ish Minute Lore, the lore delivered in rants, are sanctioned by their scholar
What the
progenitor
hell,
as
man?
excess rageous. Prolonged exposure can result in loss of IQ, high blood pressure, random outbursts, and blunt force trauma to the skull, resulting in unconsciousness. Please consult your local physician for more information.
Warsmith Barabas Dantioch, an uncomplicated yet admirable man, who lived by his principles all the way to the very end, even sacrificing himself for them.
Oh, Baker may be in trouble here, Death Mark tries to clean it up for Ryu.
Oh my
Oh, look at the cleanse, look at the moves! Baker, what was that?
If you took the Iron Warriors and turned the Legion into a cooking show, it'd be
Oh
Hell's
my
Kitchen, with
gosh.
Perturabo growing a blonde mop and cutting loose on all the Iron Warriors who are trying to serve substandard food.
Why aren't you going to cut them then?
Because if I cut them, all the juice will come out, Chef.
Why?
Because the juice will... Why?
In Hell's Kitchen 30K, there was only a few that Gordon Ramsay of the 30th Millennium didn't want to throw a sledgehammer at, and Dantioch was one of them. Barbarous Dantioch is one of the few Iron Warriors that Perturabo actually...
Alright, let's just be on a serious note here. Let me just get Gordon Ramsay's head really quick. Wait a second here. Hold
few
on.
that Gordon Ramsay of the 30th Millennium didn't
hold
want
on.
to throw a sledgehammer at, and
Almost there.
Dantioch was one of them. Barbarous Dantioch is one
It's the best thing I'm gonna get. But his armor is sick looking, dude. I love that armor, dude. His helmet, his face mask, everything, bro. It looks so clean. It looks
the
so
few
clean.
Iron Warriors that Perturabo actually liked, mainly because Perturabo didn't see him as being completely useless. Frankly, this level of praise from Perturabo would mean that Dantioch is one of the top 5 Space Marine tacticians of all damn time, because Perturabo was the prom king of the haters ball and generally found a reason to view everyone around him as somewhere between a dead fish and a dead battery.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Dantioch was placed in command of the 51st Expeditionary Fleet and was given an entire grand company of Iron Warriors. Then, like most Iron Warriors, he was tasked with fighting something absolutely horrific to even contemplate. In his case, it was the Herud.
Damn, nature!
What the hell is that thing, bro?
If you don't know what the Herud do, they suck all the life out of you and leave you aged and withered, kind of like a bad girlfriend with a spending habit. The only difference between the two is you might get over the girlfriend, but the Herud is permanent. They do this with something called entropy.
Is that like a whole species of them? Like a whole civilization of just those creatures? Ooh.
Field, which would cause steel to rust to nothing in seconds and age a Space
on
Marine
some
so
Nash's people,
rapidly,
man.
they would literally die mid-charge due to old age. Yeah, it was that insane. Half of the bolt rounds the Iron Warriors shot wouldn't detonate because when they hit the entry field, the firing mechanism might not make it through.
Wow.
Dantioch went through a bad breakup
That's
with his
OP.
Herud girlfriend and wound up with ruined credit, as well as being physically older than the Emperor himself and crippled for life, with over half the Grand Company dead.
How it feels to chew
That's
5
OP
gum.
power though, bro.
New 5 gum. Stimulate your senses.
Being just a bit annoyed at the way the war was being prosecuted under Perturabo's direct orders, he made the mistake of thinking Perturabo actually gave half a shit what his opinion was. Perturabo immediately demanded to know
Where's the lamb sauce?
then demoted Dantioch to garrison duty. Insult to injury, Perturabo made Dantioch's name into a meme for the Fourth, turning his name into a synonym for epic fail.
In bird culture, this is considered a dick move.
This didn't break Dantioch's spirit, however. It also didn't change the fact he was one of the most savage space marines to threaten life in a universal sense in the 30th millennium. He made himself a mask of iron, shaped into the symbol of the Iron Warriors, and put it on his face while it was still red hot from the fucking forge. He figured it'd be easier to beat the metal into place when it was already on his skull. Then he dunked his head in ice water to seal it in place.
That is hardcore!
At that point, he decided if he was going to garrison this place, he might as well do it right, and constructed the fortress of Scarenhold. Like with all real estate, it's location, 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 and just so you know, he built this fortress in an underground cave hanging upside down over a lake of promethium. If you don't know what promethium is, let me inform you. Promethium is essentially high-octane, slow-burning gasoline that sticks to whatever it hits. He had built a fortress hanging upside down in a cave with a lake underneath that was filled with the same liquid they use in flamethrowers. Batman ain't got shit on Barbaros. When Perturabo turned against the Emperor, the Lord of Iron wanted to use Dantioch's garrison for a supply base, and Dantioch told Perturabo to get his own. Overhearing this, an Ultramarine who had infiltrated Dantioch's garrison... Hold on a second, hold on. Let me 1 second. O Panzer of the Lake, I come seeking your wisdom.
Oh my gosh.
How in the bluest of fucks did an Ultramarine infiltrate an Iron Warrior's garrison?
It was Matt Ward.
Dude, what is going on, bro? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, an Ultramarine who had infiltrated an Iron Warrior's garrison, thanks Matt Ward, asked him to come to Ultramar so he could help the Ultramarines prepare defenses. Dantioch decided before he'd go, he commit some homicide first and held out against the entire might of the 51st Expeditionary Fleet and the 14th Company of the Iron Warriors, which he used to command. Dantioch showed them exactly how good the lamb sauce was, damn it, and promptly put on a masterclass for defending when you don't care about morality. I know I've said multiple times Smitty checked the box for homicide, but Dantioch was an Iron Warrior. He was going to make sure everyone attacking realized this. He started crossing out entire segments of this test of his command ability and writing in war crime on repeat. At one point, he broke the dam that held the Lake of Promethium in just to drown traitors. And because good times rhymes with war crime, he set it on fire.
Why is everyone in the 40k universe either crazy, awful, demonic, or just batshit crazy and like homicidal? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Just to get any traitors that took a swim class at the Y.
Oh my god. The duck's burned! You're cooking in a burnt pan, you fucking dick!
Eventually, the traitors just started deploying Titans, including an Imperator, just to break the fortress's defenses. The fortress was eventually going to fall. It was simply a matter of time. Dantioch and the survivors of his garrison jumped in all chat and typed in GG, easy, and then promptly revealed their Beef Wellington.
Are you sure this will work? I have no
TF2, baby.
idea!
Love this game.
Dantioch flipped a switch and detonated the support struts holding the fortress up, promptly dropping the entire fucking thing on top of the traitors, wiping all of them out, including all of the Titans. That same button then teleported Dantioch and his forces on board the flagship of the 51st Fleet, which he then took over and ran off with.
Dude.
Legend has it that when the ship...
So he dropped his entire fortress on the enemies, teleported up to like their ship, took it over, and just said peace and just drove away. Some GTA type shit, man. You just come and just steal everything, bro. I love this. This is great. This is great.
Arrived in Ultramar, it was overweight due to the sheer size and scale of Dantioch's balls. Gilliman knew Dantioch had mad skills, but he didn't want Dantioch to use his skills to fortify Ultramar. Oh no. Gilliman had him and his loyalist Iron Warriors go to the planet of Sotha, where a massive device known as the Pharos was held. The Pharos was a piece of unrealistically old Xenos technology, but no one really knew what it did or what it was for. Well, almost no one. You see, the Pharos had been built by the Necrons, and the Necrons build things to last. The entire facility was built out of Blackstone. Quick lecture on Blackstone. Necrons build a lot of things with it, but it's more technology than building material. Typically, it's used to do one of two things. Blackstone can either negate warp energy altogether, like with the pylons on Cadia, or enhance it. The Pharos did the latter, but in a very specific way, using empathy of all fucking emotions. Like, seriously, they're the Necrons! When does empathy come into play?
They don't have empathy, dude.
Anyhow,
They're machines.
the Necrons used the Pharos and 7 other sites just like it to navigate and communicate galaxy-wide. The facility was the size of a mountain and was literally powered by a fragment of a star god called a Catan, which at some point I'll get into, because, well, they were colossal dicks. Necron history is deep, and at some point I'll get into it, but needless to say, if the Eldar weren't total pricks, the universe wouldn't be half as screwed up as it is right now. For all their arrogance, there isn't a single species that has done more damage to the universe than them.
If you were in my toilet bowl, I wouldn't bother flushing it. My bath mat means more to me than you.
Back to the Pharos. Despite being handed a task with no instruction manual, even half a clue how to begin, Dantioch went to it with gusto. When a few shit-stained word-bearers summoned the Ruin Storm, Dantioch was the guy who figured out how to use the Pharos to light up Ultramar like a second Astronomicon. It gave any ship trying to use the warp a fixed point to navigate to. Why did Gilliman allow this? Why did he encourage it? Why did he sanction it? Well, basically Gilliman was so screwed up in the head after Kelth, he was just crossing out entire segments of Big E's Don't Do This list.
The Codex Astartes does not support...
Shut your fucking mouth! Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
You see, Dantioch was doing his dead level best to figure out how to do literally everything he could with the Pharos, and part of that included figuring out how to use Space Instant Messenger. Dantioch, despite using technology over 60 million years old without even a button that told him how to turn it on and off, was within a month using the Pharos for instant communication with Macragge. And the big blue Boy Scout was having dreams of empire even as Dantioch continued to refine his processes. Eventually, Dantioch had gotten so good at manipulating the technology that he was broadcasting himself. Dantioch began appearing as a fully fledged hologram to those on Macragge, even as they appeared the same way to him on Sotha.
Dude.
Macragge became the center of the pocket empire that Gilliman was forming, and individual ships as well as full fleets were heading toward the home system of the Ultramarines. With Dantioch lighting the way for them, one ship came out of the warp and began making its way to Macragge at sublight velocity. On that ship was an Imperial fist, and his name was Alexis Pollux.
Alright, that was part 1 of that. So what we learned from that is this man is a literal Chad. He doesn't give two flying shits, and I like that. That was awesome. Old Man does a phenomenal job with his videos. His personality puts in his videos are just top tier. He's a phenomenal content creator. So please check out his original video in the description. It will be there. Again, if you guys enjoy my content, if you guys enjoy my reactions, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Take it easy.